There's a saying that a rainbow always follows after a storm. With Ondoy and Pepeng already gone, it's time for us to move on. That's why tonight's episode is packed with features on cleaning up and restoration. I'm Casa Prieto Valdez, and this is your new Saturday night buddy on TV, House Life.
If you've got hard-to-remove stains, you can always use a very easy remedy, such as rock salt.
This will kill dust mites also. All those little microscopic beings that you don't see under your bed.
Here at our home, they have a new Christmas collection that presents pieces with sophisticated color palettes for you to choose from.
Wow!
The lucky awardee of Real Living Magazine's October Makeover is Kitchi Serrona. House Life's resident handyman Tristan Havaliana gives helpful and practical tips to owners of Typhoon Ondoy's wrecked homes. I swear it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
A couple of weeks ago, Typhoon Ondoy ravaged 80% of Metro Manila, drastically changing our lives and our homes. Now in its aftermath, most homeowners are left to deal with flood-related problems. In response to that, House Life is here to pitch in some tips that will help you rebuild and restore your home sweet home. We're now here in one of the affected homes of Typhoon Ondoy here in Quezon City. The flood water rose so high, as you can see there's a stain here, the water stain, and which means that this entire door was actually submerged by the flood. And because of that, the wood expanded, and now I can't seem to close the door. So one solution for that is to actually use a planer to subtract a little bit of wood, but don't do it too much, because if you do that, once the door totally dries up, it's going to be too loose. So just a little bit, konting hinay-hinay lang. Now, if you have wooden furniture that was damaged by the flood, there's still hope for it. Take a good look at it. Check which parts are really damaged. Like for this particular chair, all you have to do is put it out in the sun to dry. And then once it's totally dry, you can sand off the surface lightly. Okay? Once you've sanded it off, check the other parts of the chair like this one. This can still be replaced, the casters. It's a bit rusted and you don't want to use it anymore. So just unscrew that, put new casters onto it, and this is going to be like brand new. Maybe you can put a top coat on it or some varnish just to freshen up the look of the thing. So what I'm doing right now is scrubbing away the walls, because as you can see, the water level was pretty high when the flood of Typhoon Ondoy hit this particular home. And you can see here the water stains. It's actually taller than me. What I'm doing right now is scrubbing away with this disinfectant solution made out of chlorine bleach, added with some water. And just scrub away. Make sure that you wear your surgical mask or dust mask. Reason for this is that normally when you have wet areas or wet furniture, spores or molds develop. And you don't want to be inhaling those things, because that will be hazardous to your health. If you've got hard-to-remove stains, you can always use a very easy remedy, such as rock salt. Just apply the rock salt, get a really generous handful of it, and apply it onto the wall like this. And as you can see, this is the area where we apply the rock salt, and this is the area that we haven't touched yet. It's a tedious process, but it's a labor of love, and you're going to get your home sweet home back to its sparkling, pristine condition. Typhoon Ondoy has left the country, but you know what? The bad news is we're a tropical country, and we're going to get typhoons every now and then. So what do you have to do every time a typhoon comes in, a flood in particular? Switch off the main outlet or main power source so that you and your loved ones are not going to get electrocuted. When it comes to the foundation of the house, that's very important. You might think that, oh, I've got concrete walls. Well, I'd still ask you to call in the experts, because you know what? When it floods, you don't know how much of the soil is actually eroded underneath your house. So just to check the soundness of your foundation, call in the experts so that your house is not going to sink down.